Hello, people. So, I am finally home after having gone to Portland, Oregon for the weekend, and let me tell you, I have never been so happy in all my life as to finally be home. And of course, death and destruction happens to be going on outside. Anyways, so yes, I don't travel well. I always get serious anxieties before going anywhere. And I do the whole devil's advocate. Like, I convince myself that, hey, you know what? If you go, you're going to have fun. Things are going to be great. Blah, 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 blah. And all that other fun stuff. Even though the anxiety and everything else inside of me is telling me, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. So, things would have been so much better had we just gone straight out to Portland, but we ended up having to spend 8 hours in Lacey, Washington, waiting around for my sister to get done with a class that she had to do. And that wouldn't have been so bad if we would have been able to like do stuff while waiting for her. But it was me, my sister's boyfriend, and my niece, and I kept like making suggestions on things that we could do. I'm like, let's go walk around this thrift store. Let's go take a tour of the state capitol because Lacey is right next to Olympia, and Olympia is the state capital of Washington State. So I'm like, let's go check out Olympia, or let's go to the state building. Let's go to a beach. Let's do something. We ended up spending probably a good 5 hours sitting in a parking lot listening to the radio with really nothing to do. So by that point, I was just done. I wanted to go home. I didn't want to do anything else because we still had like an hour and 45-minute drive from Olympia to Portland. But I hadn't seen my biological egg carton in a while, so I thought, you know what, go ahead and go, even though I really don't want to. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have fun. Yay. Well, it turned out that we ended up pulling into Portland and getting to her place at about 6:45, 7 o'clock. And that was all fine and dandy and everything. Did a quick little hello, whatever. Truly forgot how negative and just kind of her aura and her spirit and her personal being was. She also is a heavy smoker on top of doing drugs at 66 years old still. And her boyfriend that she's been with for about 22 years, since Oregon has legalized marijuana, was smoking pot in the living room with my niece. And it was just like, oh my god, really? Just really? So that aside, we ended up a couple of days prior to going down there, I had looked for hotels and motels in the area, and I knew that we wanted to stay kind of close to where my mom lived. And so I found this one, looked really amazing on the pictures, and price was right and everything else. So go there, and it's called the Chestnut Tree Inn in Portland, Oregon. And Portland or Gateway, or I don't know what the hell little subdivision it is. I call it Portland. So we ended up checking into the room. It was so freaking expensive for its location. Like, it was $82.63 for one room, and so we ended up getting two rooms. So it was $82.63 plus 82.63 plus $100 per room for a deposit, and it just like it was a hemorrhaging night. That was just like the base price of the whole night. Then we couldn't figure out what we wanted to eat or what we wanted to do, so we ended up going to Winco, and we spent, I think, $63 on that meal. Went back to the hotel, ate our meals. I took a shower. The water pressure there was so horrendous that I opened my mouth to like brush my teeth, and the water didn't even feel like it got in there. That's how low the pressure was. But once we checked into the room, like I said, the pictures on the internet and everything that I saw looked amazing, but it was... Get your tail out of the camera. But the pictures did it justice. Like, they were glam shots type thing. Get into the room. First initial, like, when you walk into the room, it looked amazing. No off-putting odors. Everything looked clean and everything else. Upon further inspection, there was like this little recliner type chair. It looked shady as fuck. I'm not even gonna mince my words on this one. It was shady as fuck. It looked like there was semen stains all over it. There were like unidentified markings on it. It was just like, okay, don't sit in that chair, because you're either going to end up pregnant or end up with STD or worse. Then, looking through my niece's bed, there's cigarette burns in the comforter. There's like a blood stain on the bed skirt. Like all kinds of just weird shit. The burn marks, we were like, okay. But the blood stain on the bed skirt, I didn't say anything to her because I know that she would have like freaked the fuck out. And so I just didn't say anything until the morning. But I checked the rest of her bed and the blankets and all that other stuff, and it all looked good. So we were good there. The bathroom was surprisingly clean. Like, it looked good. The top of the toilet that sits down on top of the ring, you could definitely tell the drugs were done on it, because there was all kinds of like razor marks and stuff. But aside from that, it was really, really clean. That chair and the stains or whatever, that was a little ugh. But yeah, it wasn't until later that day when I started doing a Google search on the property that I started realizing exactly what a shithole the place was, or at least used to be, and that it was under new management and things were trying to get taken care of a lot better or whatever else. So there was all that. Then we spent all day Saturday bebopping around Oregon, and we were supposed to leave Saturday. Like, I had only packed enough for one day, basically just to get through the night and then have a fresh set of clothes for the next day, and that was it. End up staying until Sunday, so all Saturday we bebopped around Oregon. We went to a couple of indoor swap meet, we went to a few indoor swap meets, and at this time, when I find out that we are staying another night, I'm just in like such a bad mood at that point that I can't enjoy myself anywhere else. So we go to this place called Lloyd Center, and while we're there at Lloyd Center, I happen to love Pokemon Go, and so I'm sitting there playing Pokemon Go, enjoying myself, watching people. They have an ice skating rink in there, and it was really nice. Ended up going to Ulta while we were there, and just to make myself feel better, I went to Ulta and I had a facial done. And it was really nice. The products that they used were just amazing. The girl who was there, she was freaking adorable and just a lot of fun. She put on like fake makeup, freckles, and I was just like, no, because she just kind of like dotted it all on herself, not on me. But like far away, she looked good. I guess she just did freckles like right in this area. But when you're up close, you could just see that she was like kind of sloppy with putting it on. It's her style. It looked good on her. But anyways, I told her that I just wanted a facial, that I wanted to do a little bit of a cover up because you can't really tell on the light right now, but I get rosacea real bad on my cheeks and nose and like in the T-zone here. So she did a little mini makeover for me, and that made me feel a lot better. I was feeling like just, oh, okay. Then I took myself over to Starbucks and I got myself a drink that Joey Gaffa, or Graffa, I'm sorry. I have a hard time pronouncing his last name, but anyways, he's another YouTuber. So he did this secret rainbow drink menu thing. And so I ordered one of the drinks that he recommended on there. I got the purple drink. I wanted the blue, but I told them the wrong ingredients. Anyways, I will link to his page in the comments below so that you can go to Starbucks and ask for it. But what I got was a chai passion tea with no water, soy milk substitute, mango, and vanilla. And it was really good. It was only like $4 for a grande. Or, no, I got a venti. Yeah, I got a venti. So it was only like $4, and it was really good, really delish. The one thing that I would probably change out next time is the one shot of vanilla. I'd probably leave the one shot of vanilla, but add 2 shots of mango. So, anywho, sorry, just got a text message, and yes, that was the Power Rangers ringtone, not Kim Possible. Yeah, so I'm ranting. Anyways, we ended up going to Voodoo Donuts later on that night, which if you've never been to Voodoo Donuts, it is a must. And Voodoo Donuts now has multiple locations in Oregon and now throughout the world. There's a location in Eugene, Oregon. There's 3 locations in and around the Portland area. One of them is a food truck that goes to the I think they call it Cartlandia or Food Cartlandia or something like that. And then there is one in Austin, Texas. There is one in Colorado. I want to say that it's in Denver. It might be Boulder. I can't remember which one it is. And then there's one in Taipei or Taipei. Yeah. So like they're branching out. So it's really good. Now the 2 locations that are brick and mortar, they're in Portland area. There is the original Voodoo Donuts, and that is like a serious tourist trap. And we went to that one first, and it was like seriously busy, and we thought, okay, you know what, we're gonna go to the one that the locals go to. So when we went to it back in 2010, 2009, 2010, somewhere in there, that location had just opened up, so not too many people knew about it. So we thought that it was going to be less of a wait. We get there, the line is just as long, if not longer, than the line at the other location that we had just left. Took us almost 2 hours to get in there, and And if you're thinking 2 hours for a fucking donut, no thank you, you'll understand once you have them. And I'll put their links in the section below so you can see the different donuts that they have. So I always get the same couple of donuts whenever I go. I get the donut that's called the Old Dirty Bastard and the Voodoo Doll. And every once in a while, if I decide to get a third donut, then I'll either get Grape Ape or Captain My Captain. So Grape Ape is just that. It's a grape flavored donut, and it's really cakey, dense, yeasty, but all in the good possible senses. Captain My Captain is a cake donut with Captain Crunch, and I think it's like peanut butter or something on it, but it's really good. And then the Old Dirty Bastard is a cake donut with Oreo cookies, chocolate frosting, and peanut butter. And then the Voodoo Doll is a cake donut that's made to look like a little voodoo doll with like painted on frosting face and a pretzel rod in the heart that is raspberry filled. So when you pull it out, the raspberry drips out like it's bleeding. So those are the ones that I ended up getting. And like wharf those down as soon as we got back to the hotel room. By this time, we had checked out of one hotel and checked into another hotel, which was a Howard Johnson that I was in love with. Like, Howard Johnson has really won me over. The room that I was in seemed like it was a little bit of a... Well, it just didn't seem like they had upgraded it yet, or whatever. It was all wood floor, or wood laminate floor. There was spots where it wasn't adhered well, so it was kind of bumpy, and when you walked on it, you could feel it was a little squishy, but the room itself was immaculate. There was no weird stains or any odors or anything like that. Bathroom was tiny, but it was decent. The beds were freaking comfortable, but they say that it was a full-size bed, or a queen-size bed. It was actually a full. The bed that I have, or that I'm actually sitting on right now, it's a queen, and it has probably a good 10, maybe 15 inches on the bed that I was sleeping on there. Noisy little refrigerator, though. God damn, that thing was loud and noisy. But that's a whole different story. Management was really amazing, really fun. We ordered a pizza. After having gone out for hours when we went to go get our donuts, we were actually going to go find food first. Never ended up doing that, and ended up coming back to the place and having pizza. There was this really cool looking Indian restaurant in the same parking lot as our restaurant, or as our hotel room, called Namaste. And it looked amazing. Like, I looked it up online, and they had all kinds of cool stuff going on in there. And I really wanted to go there, but no one else wanted Indian. So I just gave in and had pizza with everyone else. But I am so glad to be home. We pulled in here 12:45 Sunday morning, afternoon, whatever you want to call 12:45 p.m. I walked into the house, stripped down to just a pair of shorts and this t-shirt, unpacked, and laid in bed, and I fell asleep, and I slept from like 1 to 6:30 last night, and I forced myself to get up at 6:30 because my blood sugar had dropped, and I was just like shaking, and I needed to eat something. So instead of getting all Betty Crocker about shit, I just went in and grabbed a microwavable meal, threw it in, and turned on my TV programs that I normally watch, and finished watching those, and then went back to sleep, and woke up this morning and started doing cleaning again, and here I am now. It's 10:43 in the morning, and yeah, so enough with my rant since we're now 20 minutes into it. But the long short of it is that where I like to go out and I like to travel and stuff like that, there's no place like home. Like, I wanted to put on my ruby red slippers and click those bitches 3 times and just come home and call it good. Stop. Stop. Don't look at me like that. She's been cleaning herself in the same place for the last 15 minutes. Stop. And wonders why she has hairballs. So, now getting into a different part of it. As you can see, I have a light going on right now, and it's like casting all kinds of weird shadows and stuff. And I finally hooked up my better webcam so that the picture quality would be a lot better. I've really been debating on getting a ring light, and I'm really, really, really trying to figure out how to do this. And so I want y'all to tell me what you think. Should I get a ring light or should I not get a ring light? Or get better lighting? My cell phone's doing an okay job. Like, maybe if I had another one like over here or something, that would give me better lighting or whatever. Or yeah. So in the comment section below, tell me yay or nay, and whatever else. Also, I've been thinking a lot about starting up a secondary YouTube channel and leaving Hello Cupcake It's Me as more of my day-to-day blog where I talk about my feelings and like the shit going on with me with my healthcare and stuff like that. And then the other blog being like more personal, get to know me type thing where I would try to update daily and do stuff like that, just to like have more of an interaction. So what would you like to see? Would you like to see me keep this channel and just kind of utilize it the way that I have been, just like doing diarrhea of the mouth basically, where I just talk about whatever happens to come to mind? Or would you like to see this be more centered and focused on the healthcare and the depression and the diabetes and the things that I do for that, and then have a separate channel where you get to know me a little bit better and things are one-on-one, and where I update multiple times a week? I will try to update multiple times a week if I do start up a secondary channel, or if you want me to start doing that kind of a thing on this channel. I will definitely give it the old college try. There may be a couple of times where I don't update every single day, but you know, if that's something that you all want, then cool. Also, question and answer sessions, you know, regardless of if I open up a second channel or not, let's do a Q&A session. You know, get your questions out to me and I will answer them, and I will be very honest about the stuff that I'll be as honest as I can be. You know, that's just it. So yeah, so if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the comment section down below, or shoot me an email to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. You know, hit up the blog. It's hellocupcakeitsme.com. Check me out on Facebook. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Costs you nothing. Hit the thumbs up on this video. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. Oh, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Michael Scott Peterson, all one word. And I post a lot of stuff on my Instagram. Probably more than I probably should. But anyways, yeah, take care, y'all, and I will talk to you next time.